Hello and what is up, my moosies, and welcome to Moose Minutes, where I'm going to be making a more analytical and unbiased review of a modern game. I don't know if these are going to be long videos, I don't know if these are going to be short videos, hell, I might just go dip my nipples in applesauce, but whatever the case may be, we're doing a review of GTA 5. Batch! In GTA 5, you play as 3 different protagonists with very different personalities. You start off as Michael, who's an ex-bank robber who fakes his own death to get out of the game. He now lives in a very high-class neighborhood with ungrateful kids and an unfaithful wife. He has to handle living with them while dealing with his own personal demons, so he sees a therapist often, because he's slowly beginning to lose his shit.
And that dream is fucked. It is fucking fucked. Let it all out. I think I just did.
Then there's Franklin, who's a youthful African-American guy who's trying to get off the streets and have a better life for himself. Hey, kinda like me. Unfortunately, no matter how hard he tries, all he is just a repo guy for a fraudulent used car dealership. He then meets Michael during one of his routine repos and they decide to befriend each other, and Michael decides to take him under his wing.
Go to college. Then you're gonna rip people off and get paid for it. It's called capitalism.
Finally, there's Trevor, the hillbilly of the group. He's one methed out ex-crew member of Michael who mourned the loss of his buddy, but then finds out 10 years later that he's been wasting his fucking time. He then decides to pay him a visit and learn more about the truth in his past, whilst causing some mayhem in the process. So, in the end, what do you got? One big happy family. All in all, it's the usual. Bad shit happens and they have to get back into the robbing business again. Even though the overall premise is to get money, there's a pretty compelling story beneath the surface of the greed. There are also multiple endings, so it adds to the overall substance of the plot. Next thing you'll notice is the presentation, which is beautiful, by the way. Los Santos comes to life as a living, breathing virtual representation of Los Angeles. The world is immense and seamless, and there's not a loading screen in sight. There's so much attention to detail that I just like to walk down the street and enjoy the view. And punch bitches. The voice acting is also fantastic, which is to be expected from a GTA game, but it's notable in its own right. The motion capture looks cinematic, and I have to commend all of the actors who played these characters. They really made them seem organic and believable.
Bringing me down. Oh, I hope it is, bud. We hooked up, man. You come into my house, take my money, and nail my wife? Are you fucking kidding me?
Finally, we come down to the gameplay. Each character has their own special ability. Michael can slow down time while in gunfights. Trevor can go fucking batshit crazy and do more damage and take less damage in gunfights. And Franklin can slow down time while driving to maneuver turns more smoothly and get out of tight situations. I particularly found myself overusing Franklin's ability to the point where when I'd play as the others, I'd forget that I didn't have that skill and crash into something and fucking tombstone pile drive myself into the pavement. Game over! The action is substantially more dynamic with the introduction of being able to switch between characters in the middle of an epic scene. Making the switch is smooth and the action keeps rolling without skipping a beat. The shooting also feels a hell of a lot more refined than it did in GTA 4, and the driving no longer feels like you're trying to have sex with a fat chick on a roulette table like it did in GTA 4 as well. I also enjoy the fact that when you crash your car, you don't get major problems immediately. And hell, sometimes you could just leave unscathed. Unlike, once again, in GTA 4, where if you so much as look at a wall, you crumple up like a fucking Doritos bag. And now there's a new inclusion, which are bank and store heists, where you can choose who you want to go with you, and if you pay more for them, they do better, and if you pay worse, then they don't do as good of a job. You can also choose whether you want to go in loud or stealthily, and to me, this is honestly just one of the biggest highlights of the game. And unfortunately, there weren't very many. There were enough to keep me satisfied, but pretty much just like the rest of the game, I enjoyed it so much that I just didn't want it to end. So there you have it. GTA 5 gets a commendable 10 out of 10 because, well, they blatantly just fixed everything that was wrong with GTA 4. They added customization, they made the graphics amazing. and the gameplay is a hell of a lot more fluent than it was before. They really just, that's what I love about Rockstar. Every time they make a new game, yeah, it's not like the same thing as it was when GTA 3 came out, but they always innovate, and I appreciate that. And this game, once again, gets a 10 out of 10, and is also my contender for Game of the Year. So, a new top 10 video and a new review is going to be coming out really soon. I'm just going to start uploading these to whet the appetite of you guys, so that there's a video and not just a area of drought. So, don't forget to subscribe and favorite, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you didn't, go fuck yourself.
I'm a moosey, you're a moosey, we are all a moosey. Wouldn't you like to be a moosey too? Yeah.